Meera stood frozen, her hand brushing against Arjun's outstretched fingers. Her father's voice thundered through the air, growing closer with each step. The crowd began to part, all eyes turning toward the commotion. "Run," Arjun whispered again, his voice low but urgent. Meera's heart pounded, her breath caught in her throat. Could she defy the man who had raised her? Could she trust the boy who offered her a life filled with uncertainty? Her father's eyes found her, and his face twisted with anger. "Meera, what are you doing here?" He barked, his voice a whip in the quiet night. Arjun stepped forward, his jaw set with quiet determination. "I asked her to meet me, sir," he said, his voice steady but respectful. "I wanted to tell you myself. I wish to marry Meera." The crowd gasped, whispers rippling through them like wind through leaves. Meera's father's face darkened, his fists clenching at his sides. "Marry?" he spat. "You're nothing but a carpenter's son. You can't give her the life she deserves." Meera looked at Arjun, his eyes pleading with hers, and then at her father, whose anger was a mask for fear. Fear of losing control, fear of losing her. And for the first time, Meera spoke, her voice trembling but firm. "Baba," she said, "the life I deserve is one I choose for myself. Arjun may not have wealth, but he has something I've never known. Freedom." Her father's face fell, the anger in his eyes replaced with disbelief. He opened his mouth to respond, but the sound of a distant thunderstorm cut him short. Dark clouds rolled over the festival, and a sudden gust of wind extinguished the lanterns, plunging the square into shadow. In the chaos, Meera turned to Arjun, her hand finally finding his. But before they could move, her father's voice rang out again, this time colder, harder. "If you leave now, Meera, don't come back." The weight of those words hung in the air, heavier than the storm clouds above. Meera's choice wasn't just between her father and Arjun. It was between the life she knew and the life she dreamed of. What would she do? Would she take that first step into the storm? Or would she turn back to the safety of her father's world? Find out in part 5 of Threads of Love.